Truth be told, I look like the Asian Billy Connolly during this lockdown. And that's not a good thing when you're a woman. I have a proper goatee now with grey hairs in it. Dinna tell anyone. I'm just telling you because I know you'll piss yourself laughing, and everybody needs a good laugh, especially right now. My sister was trying to get me to do them Zoom calls again, and I was like, I'm not doing any more Zoom calls when I look like this. Those Zoom calls do me nothing. All you do is analyse the fuck out your own puss and then go mental. Plus my sister's sitting in her mansion and I'm like, get to fuck with your mansion Zoom calls. Anyway, I was speaking to her on the phone and she says that the woman that used to do my facial sugaring got done for drink driving. I told you my sister's a criminal lawyer, didn't I? Well, she said when the woman was getting done and she was asked what her job was, she said sugaring expert, and everyone in court was like, what? She said she was the most experienced sugaring expert in Dundee. My sister was like, sugaring is hair removal. It's a mid-eastern type of hair removal. I can't be bothered getting rid of mine. No one else can see it, especially since no one is like near you. Everyone is going on about what they're going to do once things are back to normal, and it's mostly going to the pub. I have a glass recycle bin next to my house, and usually when I'm doing the dishes I see people, recycle their empty bottles for a few minutes, and now they're literally there for hours, and there's a queue, and they stand there chatting because it's hoaching round there. I spent ages on the phone to my sisters. We were sharing old photographs, it was so funny. I said to my sister, how come Mum and Dad had 3 kids out of 4 that are total thorax, pure thugs, undercover thugs? It's quite unusual, isn't it? Unusual odds. My sister says it's because we come from a family of people who don't have their heads screwed on right. My wee sister was a wee thug running about in dirty jeans, battering folk left, right and centre. And then one day we went to Douglas Community Centre, which is where all the minks live. I didn't know what we were doing there, me and my dad and my wee sister, and it was weird because my wee sister had washed her hair and she wore a blouse that had a ribbon and it was polka dot. And we went into this big hall and stood about. There was tons of kids there. Then this man comes over and puts his hand on my wee sister's shoulder and says, it's you. And then they give her this sash which says Miss Douglas, and she is crowned Miss Douglas in this beauty competition. This is the late 70s and there's no coloured people in Dundee, well, very few. And this is a rough council scheme, and I'm thinking back to that day. She was a wee Asian tomboy, and I'm thinking, that's Dundee for you. Nowhere else would that happen, that they give a wee Asian tomboy the title of Miss Douglas. And it pure wells my heart up when I think about Dundee in that way. I was so glad I was there for that monumental occasion. My wee sister was laughing at the picture as the other girls that came in second and third were typical bonny wee lassies with blonde hair and tube tops on. And I said to her, you should use that story for your talk for work, because she's given a talk about being a woman in business and Asian and lesbian. And I said to her, you're feeking pretending to be a lesbian. I didn't believe you are. I was pissing myself. She told me to shut my puss, shut your puss, Billy, or I'll ram it for you. And then I was like, look, I better go and do the dishes. Exciting times, eh?